What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Poco no mirai wa, darling in my walk hard at night.
Good morning, coffee beans. And guess what? I remembered to unmute myself right off the bat this morning. Yay, Peepaw gets a W right off the bat this morning. All right, so I'm not going to beat around the bush. We're not going to do our normal jihad and chewing the fat and so forth. We're going to get right into this because we got a story that needs, quite honestly, it needs a lot of hyping. There's a creator here on the interwebs by the name of Super Dave, Milltown's best. He, like me, he's a small streamer. He's got about 900 followers over here on the Twitter, and he just cracked 500 subs. Congratulations to Super Dave for the 500 subscribers. Awesome. Super Dave and his team also recently took some initial speculation that was put forth concerning why so demented was in his team, and he and his team rather did some research, was able to ascertain that he was in fact not telling the truth about the story that he had concocted, which unraveled and so on and so forth. Anyway, Super Dave makes videos, usually around the 10 to 15, sometimes 20-minute range. They're not too terribly long, but they're pretty informative. And Dave and I, Dave and I kind of have had got a rocky start. We kind of a little bit of miscommunication, sometimes a little misunderstanding of each other. That happens from time to time. I am glad to say that Dave and I have been able to kind of work out those differences and what have you, in DMs and what have you. And Dave was gracious enough to accept my apology and to for us to get things going. Well, he recently did a story on this YouTube channel called What the Hales, Hales. This is a YouTuber, kind of a large YouTuber. He's got 614,000 subscribers. This is Jeremy Hale. He is now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot about this guy, other than he's kind of obnoxious. I'll be quite honest with you. It makes it obnoxious kind of content. You see by the thumbnails, right? Cops called to my property. Cops called after she destroyed my property. Neighbor paid us off. She died. So sad. Neighbor made a huge mistake. Lawsuit against corrupt mayor is front page news. So anyway, this guy Jeremy Hales lives in a little town down, I think he's in Florida, and anyway, he has had a falling out with the local municipalities. He doesn't get along with them. He believes they're corrupt. He believes there is some shadiness going on, what have you, and he's going to war with them, as it were, right? He's goes to town meetings. He records the town meetings, so on and so forth. Now, Super Dave like I said, did a video on this guy. Super Dave was kind enough to send me a link to where he had the VOD. I watched the VOD. Now, I'm not a lawyer. Okay. I'm not a lawyer, but as you guys know, I've covered several stories on this channel in and around DMCA. I have had my own battles with DMCA. In my humble layman's and what do you call it? Layman's opinion. Yeah, there's the word. Dave's video is as fair use as they come. Dave's video is, let me just see here. Let me change screens here. Pull this off so I can do this. Let me take a look here. Properties of this video. Here we go. So this video is 14 minutes and 29 seconds long, according to the metadata inside the file. It's 14 minutes and 29 seconds long. I'm going to be generous. I think I'm going to be extremely generous. Now, I just sat down and A-log every second of the video, right? But I'm going to be generous towards Jeremy Hale here. Of the 19-minute video, I'm going to say at tops, maybe 3 minutes of it is clips or segments from Jeremy Hale's content. That's it, about 3 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm pretty much going to show you the same clips today from the videos that that Super Dave used in his videos. Okay, so if Jeremy Hales wants to come after me as well, here I am. Let's dance. One thing I cannot stand is somebody who gets butthurt because they don't like a take that somebody has about a situation, and they file a strike just so that they can. I did a little thing on the chat box there. Yeah, it's showing up a little bit better. I like that. Let me do this here. Let me unsquish this here. Oh, that's not very big. Let me see if I can fix that here real quick on the fly. Now, I'll say this: Super Dave's comments were, I think, they weren't harsh. Dave, listen, Dave doesn't. He's not like a really a mean or aggressive type of YouTuber. I mean, he makes, I think, constructive criticism, I think, would be a fair way to put it. I don't think he's mean or harsh in any way. So anyway, where this all started was, I seen this tweet put out by Super Dave here on the Twitter, Lincoln, is Jeremy Hell's the hero or villain of the tale of Otter Creek. And if we click on this, you say video unavailable. The video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Jeremy Hell.
Suck your own butthole. You're doing great.
Jeremy Hell tipped $5. What do you say here, Jeremy Hell? Let's see here. Let me get to the. Come on. I hate people in the South. Also, hate my neighbors in Waffle Houses. Stay on your side, Bumpkin. Okay, I'll do that, Jeremy Hale. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Chef kiss. So you can see here the video has been struck because of Jeremy Hale, as it flat out says his name. But anyway, Super Dave says Jeremy Hales just gave my channel a strike because I used footage in my commentary video, which is clearly fair use just because he didn't like what I had to say. I'm appealing this. Small creators won't be silenced. Haas versus Klein, which is a good citing. Yes. That is the one where Ethan Klein, H3 and H3 Productions, fought up against Jeremy Haas, and they won. Fair use. He goes on to show, says, what the hell is a silencing small creator with abuse of the copyright system? Please help small creator. He then shows the actual, these are the actual copyright strikes you can see here. Says, not only did he file a copyright strike, boy, my dadgum picture is too big. I'm going to shrink that back down. I want to do something to resize. Let's see here. Maybe if I do this here, unshrink this. Maybe if I take this and kind of do this here a little bit, maybe yeah, we'll do something like that. That way you guys can see a little bit better. But I'll work on getting a background or something. Anyway, as you can see here, not only did he strike, guys, not only did he strike his the main video itself, but he also struck a little YouTube short that he did, right? Which is beyond preposterous, right? I mean, it's just insane. All right. So, no, I didn't. Dadgummit. All right. So when I saw this, I reached out to Super Dave, right? And I was like, and like I said, I watched the video and stuff, and then of course I started signal boosting it and so forth. And then I actually found Jimmy Hell's YouTube or Twitter account. And let's see if we find here. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this over here. So I went to his Twitter, and his most recent video that he posted, which was he put this out yesterday afternoon, about 4:30 my time, and I just asked him. I said, "Hey, why are you false filing DMCA strikes against small YouTubers?" Right? no response, no, nothing. And so whatever. So I was like, well, okay, whatever, So then, I went to, most obnoxious ass things. I went to his I actually went to the video in question, right? And so I posed the question there too. Said, just curious, why are you filing false DMCA strikes against a 500 sub YouTuber? Because you didn't like his take on one of your videos? Have you never heard of fair use? You need to remove your strike against Milltown's Best, sir. You are out of line with your actions. Right? Very respectful. So far, this goober, he is about a goofy looking little peckerwood, ain't he? But anyway, he's not responded. Okay, fine, whatever. So let me close some of this stuff out here. Yeah. So now we're going to take a look at, this is the video in question. Or not, this is not Milltown's video, but this is the actual video that he'd sampled some stuff from. And I want you to watch what happens, because this guy is just, he grade A, baby. He grade A. So this is right at the beginning of his video, right? And so here we go.
What do you think should happen? I mean, obviously she's touching you it's without your consent.
Yes.
But
so I want to press charges for battery. Absolutely.
You think she should go to jail?
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay. So let me fast forward here a little bit, because I don't want you to have to watch all that crap. So did you see he's opening up his video and he's talking with the local county sheriff's department? He's saying, hey, I want to press charges against this woman. She touched me. It's battery. I want you guys to do this. Now, this guy is such a douche that, of course, he records everything, right? He's documenting everything. He's recording everything, and that's fine. Whatever. You record your life, put it out there for display. I'm telling you, dude. While I understand you may not agree and you're fighting City Hall, as it were, I get that, right? When you guys see what actually occurred between him and this woman, and he's going to press assault charges, battery charges. Okay, let's just.
Employee? I want to be very clear. She is kicking me out of her office. This is.
You see that? That's it, guys. That's all it was. That's all it was. Watch this.
I want to be very clear. She is kicking me out of her office.
So this woman who looks like a grandmother, right? Can we just be fair to that, right? About she's look, and he's got what? 2 feet on her. He's a lot younger. He's in a lot better shape. She's literally like a grandmother shooing a grandchild out of the kitchen, saying, shoo, shoo, shoo out, right? That's essentially what she's doing. He used this interaction because she's shooing him out of her office to press charges. Let's go back and listen exactly what he says here, right? Listen to this.
What do you think should happen? I mean, obviously she's touching you it's without your consent.
Yes.
But
so I want to press charges for battery. Absolutely.
Battery. That's battery, guys. Grandma shooed the little kid out of the kitchen while she's making cookies. That's battery. That's battery. That's hey asshole. Come on. Seriously? Now see, Dave was pretty cool. Dave was fairly respectful. I'll call you an asshole. Straight up. No joke. You're an asshole. Okay. Grandma shooed you out of the kitchen while she's making cookies. And battery? Really? And here's the thing, guys. You ready? That's it. Those little segments right there, those 2 little segments, that is essentially, other than another, I'm going to say maybe tops 30 seconds, Milltown shows where he is at this jackass here is at a town hall, city hall meeting thing, and he's recording it. He shows maybe 5 to 10 seconds at this, and that's it, guys. So when I said maybe 2 to 3 minutes on how I was being extremely generous, guys, that's it. That's it. That's all he used. And jackass Jeremy Hales filed a DMCA against him. That is it. Period. I was like, when I watched the video, I was honestly, when I watched the video that Dave sent me, honestly and truthfully, I was expecting a typical Milltown's
Suck your own
best.
butthole. You're doing great.
What's this here? Saucy Boy tipped $5. More context. Hang on a second here. I don't know. Let's see here. Can I do this? Hang on here. Let me see what we got going here. Let's see what you got here, Saucy Boy. Just what I thought. Seth, you didn't fool nothing because you didn't get it, did you? You didn't get it. You didn't get your little dancing pills, did you? I don't know what your obsession with this thing is. And Max, I blame you for giving her a crisper, cleaner version of it, which made it even worse. You fed into her nonsense. We heard the startle, man. You didn't hear nothing, Seth. You didn't hear nothing. You've got nothing. See, now you interrupted me ranting on this dude. But anyway, so that was it. That is essentially all the video. That is everything that Milltown used. This is 100,000% fair use. Like I said, it was a typical, what I call it, and I don't mean that in another, but when you go to Milltown's best, you can watch a Super Dave video, you're going to see just little spots, bits and pieces here of video, that type of stuff. And then Dave does a very, very good job of sharing his thoughts and his opinions on whatever subject it is that he's talking about. If anything, Dave errs on the side of extreme caution to make sure that he's fair use, where very little, if any, all of his videos are of the reference material itself. He shows just enough so that you kind of get an idea of what the subject is and what he's talking about. Who even is this guy? I'll tell you who this is. Tina Layler. This guy is somebody who has received a modicum amount of success on YouTube. He's got a big head, and he thinks he's a big fish in a real tiny little pond in this little local town that he lives in. And he's going against the local municipalities, and he's got a fan base that's egging him on, talking about, give him hell, Jeremy, give him hell. It's just, he's a nut job. He's just, he's one of these guys that thinks that his way is the only way. And he thinks because he has a little bit of money, he runs a reseller business. He resells crates and things like that, buy stuff on eBay, things like that, big, what do you call it, like bulk packages and things like that. And he resells it. And that's what he does for a living. And then, like I said, his YouTube channel, he's got, like I said, he's got like 600,000 subs, right? So, he gets, and most of his videos, let's see here, most of his videos get like over 100,000 views, right? So for 600,000 sub or 600,000 sub channel, getting 200,000 views is not bad. And he, of course, he has shorts and everything else on his channel as well. So I don't know. I mean, um, that's it. That's pretty much the story. Now, Dave over at Milltown's Best has filed a
Suck your own
counter.
butthole. You're doing great.
Seth tipped $1. Eating homemade Caesar salad with chicken tenders. It's pretty good. Well, that's great. I'm glad to see you're eating some salad and chicken tenders. That's awesome. So he has filed a counter notice. We will continue to follow this. We will continue to hype this. We will continue to. I really hope that Jeremy corrects this. I don't know if Jeremy manages his channel himself. So I don't know. I don't know if he has a manager that's did this. I don't know. This just needs to be corrected. Jeremy Hells over at What the Hells is completely out of pocket on this. It is 100% fair use. And, I don't think you necessarily should have gotten bent out of shape, dude, just because Granny escorted
Suck
you
your
out
own
of the
butthole.
kitchen.
You're doing great.
Not gonna lie, people, my stomach is not feeling so good. Up, too much lettuce. Well, that'll happen sometimes to you. That will happen sometimes to you. Sure will. Hate that for you. I really do. I hate that for you. But I hopefully this will get rectified. Hopefully Milltown's videos will come back.
Suck your own butthole. You're doing great.
I guess this is at this point, this is probably Seth trying to be interruptive. I don't know. Whatever. Keep donating is all I can say. Just keep putting money into the philanthropy. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Keep doing it. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Let's move along. Let's find out, if we can, why did D-Max catch strays? Why did D-Max catch strays? That's the question, right? That seems to be the question of the hour. Okay, so Edwin has made a couple of streams. They have been, I think the very first one he did was members only chat, but I think it was out where people could watch it. And anyway, my understanding is people's got the video and they're clipping. He then took, of course, he put it to members only afterwards. But my understanding is, of course, people's got the videos, they're clipping it up, they're doing their thing, right? I couldn't be bothered with it. I'm kind of over it until Edwin actually comes out and releases this video that has been, I mean, at this point, this video that Edwin has promised has received more hype than, like, I don't know, what's a movie that got really, really hyped and then just failed miserably. I don't pick one. I don't know. I don't have a Rolodex of movies in my head. I really believe that no matter how good Edwin's video is, that it's going to be shredded. It's going to be picked apart. It's going to be destroyed. Because he has hyped this thing so much. He has just absolutely positively built up so much expectation in this that it's insurmountable, and they just won't live up to it. It just won't. So before I get too much further in this, Seth wants to call in. So, all right, Seth, what's pressing on your mind this morning besides lettuce and grilled chicken?
I'll give you $1 if you can guess what I'm eating, people.
Let me guess. You're eating a grilled chicken salad with, I'm going to say, you look like the type of girl that probably puts like raspberry vinaigrette on her salads.
What the fuck is a raspberry vinaigrette?
Well, see, that's because you're uncultured. That's why.
No, I'm just eating lettuce.
Just eating lettuce like a rabbit?
Yeah, I eat my lettuce like I put chicken and I put lettuce, and then if I'm feeling a little spicy, I'll have some red onion. That's how I eat it.
So you're just using the lettuce as like a wrap around the chicken, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I cut it up because otherwise it's too big pieces.
So you don't have teeth to be able to chew and bite it off. What are you gumming it, or I mean, what's?
I'm a little bit too old to be like chewing it.
You're too old to be chewing your food. What?
Yeah, all my
Nuclear
teeth fell out when I turned
mm,
25.
Nuclear Winter says you should put some mayonnaise on it.
Oh, I got ranch. I'm white.
Ranch. Valid Creation says raspberry vinaigrette is actually good. I know. I actually like raspberry vinaigrette myself.
Hold on. You're about to hear something, people.
If you play that song, I swear to God, I'm going to yeet you. You know this, right?
No, I was about to burp, but it got stuck in my throat, so
Oh,
never mind.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. So what kind of chaos and anarchy are you going to be doing today, Seth? Who is it that you're going to be tormenting today besides me?
D-Max, as usual.
D-Max, good. D-Max needs tormenting.
Yeah, I've been thinking about sending like some glitter bombs to
Okay.
Joey's house. I think I might do that.
That would be good. That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since he had one of those. Couple years.
So you've done this in the past.
Oh no, someone else did it in
Oh,
collaboration like a year ago.
so somebody else sent him. Did he open it and get glitter everywhere? Or did he know what it was?
No, he sniffed it out. He sniffed it out and
he
he opened
sniffed
it out outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't tell him.
No, I would never tell Joey. No, never.
Who's this Edwin guy?
Edwin is he's a pretty large creator. Let's take a look here at, let's see here. Edwin Home. He's got two different channels. He's got the Homeboy
First and second channel.
So he originally had, let's see, is that the right one? Let me see, is that the right one? Yeah. So he originally started off making content with Sear and who else was the other part? There was, anyway, some other people, and he made some really like typical content, which would have been in the early 2000s.
Seth, what the hell? There's glitter everywhere. What the? This fucking box was like addressed to fucking Joey. I open it up and fucking glitter just goes everywhere. I'm not even at my own house. Do you have any idea how hard this is gonna be to get the fuck out of the carpet? Seth, what the hell?
You should be happy to know that originally I was just gonna send you a pipe bomb.
I would have rather the pipe bomb. Then I wouldn't have to deal with my fucking parents coming around and being like, why is there fucking glitter everywhere?
God.
See, the issue is that you still got parents coming around.
Well, yeah, but I can't help it. I don't know. They're concerned.
How old are you? How old are you?
I am 28 years young, but they come around because they care about me. And when they hear that I get suspicious packages from some broad on the internet, all I'm saying...
No way you just called me that. We're gonna start some blood sports on people.
I mean, we're already doing it. I'm already here for it. All right, listen.
There was not gonna be any blood sports until.
Are you going to pay for like the cleaning of my carpet? Because it's I mean, this stuff is, and you know, glitter's annoying. Like it's the herpes of craft supplies. You never get the fuck rid of it.
Did she actually glitter bomb you?
Yeah, well, I think she was trying to get Joey because that was what was on the box. But by the time I realized it, just like, so what was it? Was it a wrong address?
That means, well, I mean, that means that I accidentally sent Joey the pipe bomb. So he's got to look out for that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well, I mean, knowing, that does kind of soften it a little bit, knowing that like Joey has, a little less to deal with than I do. Because frankly, again, rather the pipe bomb than the glitter bomb, because the pipe bomb would have just been funny. I wouldn't have died because I can't die.
If you had a dog, what would you feed the dog?
I do have a dog, and the dog is currently eating glitter, which is great because that happens to be her favorite snack. But whatever, like thanks, I guess.
You got a gay dog.
Well, she's a Shiba Inu, so she's like a meme dog. She's like the Doge meme. Yeah, she's cute.
That's so wonderful.
Mitch, how'd it go last night?
Went terrible. The boys bullied me, and you weren't there to protect me.
Aw, I'm
Well,
sorry.
you got a donation or something or a comment.
Yeah, they got
that
like a
was
hundo.
Mitch is the best
Hundo.
person.
Yeah, they got like a Hondo donation from Van Luke. Wasn't that bad?
Oh, really? Van Luke's
Yeah.
been dropping it. Man, Van Luke's been
Yeah.
making it rain recently. That's
Yeah.
thank
Hold
you,
on, I'm about
W
to-
Van Luke.
I'm about to bring it back. Hold on, give me a sec.
I think.
If I
Oh,
talk,
no.
I can't burp people. You gotta just know and be quiet.
If you
I think
talk,
we were
you
talking
can't.
about her, and she was like, "I don't care about that topic that was being bitched about me. Here's $100."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So then we need to bring her up more often, is what I'm hearing, in ways that she doesn't like care about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so did your viewers fall off since I called in people? I'm curious.
Yes, they did, Seth. Are you happy?
Oh,
What the fuck?
do you know what
Seth?
was funny? Beavers ducked out of the stream last night for 5 minutes, and during that 5 minutes, now recording hit its highest ever concurrent viewers.
I
ever.
saw that.
And then when he came back, it dipped back down.
Yeah, it was.
Beavers was
Wasn't
not
it
around for that.
at that point? Wasn't it just you and Core? It was pretty much just you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because Beavers lost power and Matt went to pee.
Was that like an Omega
God.
shit that you had to take at that moment? Was that like was it just like, you know, everything in your bowels just like went straight to your anus and just like was just right there ready to go?
Okay.
Well, no, because
You're
for those
not-
of you that don't know, whenever we do a recording or a stream and Mitch is involved with it for now recording, he always has to take a shit. It's just like it's like fight or flight. It's like fight or flight. It's like a dog,
Why
you
do
know.
we-
It's like
why do we? Can we?
what?
Okay.
Like, you called in about fucking glitter bombs and shit. I don't even want to hear it, Seth. What are you talking about?
I didn't. First of all, I didn't call in.
This is serious. Serious. We
Yes.
might make you delirious. Yeah, I don't want to hear it, Seth.
Go
I
off.
don't want to hear it.
Go off. go
Mitch,
off, King.
Mitch.
Yeah.
So it was all right. It went all right. They were making fun of you for having friends. What the hell?
Oh, you did see a bit of it?
A little bit. Yeah, I caught a little bit of it.
No, I wasn't even making friends. Someone made a tweet at me, and then they fucking bombarded me with, "Oh, fucking Mitch, and he's hanging out with people that we don't approve of." In like, that sound. You know what that
I'm
sounds
gonna
like?
instigate more people.
Sounds like
to
a
do that.
communist. It sounds like a Stalin communist society where it's like, no, they're not on the approve list.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's take back now recording, Mitch. You and me. Let's take it back from these people that are all cynical and wise and shit.
Unironically, why is it that like you guys are on now recording? Because you guys are like actually funny. I feel like you should start your own podcast.
I think you just answered your own question. I think
We're gonna
that's
clip that and we're gonna
pretty
send it to the boys.
funny. And be like,
We're
we
gonna
want
go,
a raise.
Yeah, no, not a raise. No, D-Max and I, we're gonna split away and start our own stream without them.
Yeah. Call it still record it. Wait. Call
Still,
it.
no.
Oh,
Hold on.
jeez.
Shit. There's how many
what do we
words can you
call
put
it?
with the word recording? Gay recording.
Gay recording. Yeah, you came out. You came out last night, didn't you? Like during, like Niall called in and you came out. So
No,
it's- congratulations again. Is that the third or fourth time? How many times can you come
they
out?
just keep calling me gay, so I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just be gay, and then they'll stop accusing me of it, and it'll make them shut up.
That's not how that works. Like I mean,
Love
sure.
people's
Like,
face as well. I'm watching the stream, watching people's face. It's hilarious.
Are the
Reacting to
allegations
what we're
true,
saying.
by the way, Mitch?
No, the
You
allegations.
don't even
are
know
true.
which allegations I'm referring to.
she could be.
Wait, how many
talking about
allegations are there?
A lot.
There's a few.
Can you name
Take your
them?
pick. Are you 5'4"?
Yes,
Okay.
that's not
Yeah.
an allegation. That's a
fair.
scientific fact.
Oh,
I mean, it was an allegation until you confirmed it. Now it's a scientific fact.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could
know
be
what?
lying. I mean, I don't
I
know.
think that's pretty based.
What, him being 5'4"?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, can you stop harassing me and maybe start harassing him? Hey, look, it's another shock mommy. That works
Suck your own
out.
butthole. You're doing great.
Shawnee tipped a
who's the other
dollar.
sh-
Mitch stealing my shtick. How dare you? I'm sending purple so she takes notes. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. See,
So, Max,
I fear purple.
are
What?
you aware you caught strays last night?
You know, I heard some scuttlebutt that did happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that. That's actually why I'm calling it.
All right, so let's get into this. So Edwin, like I said, he came back, and I didn't watch it because I couldn't be bothered to. But anyway, he did this stream. It was kind of funny because Babs puts out this tweet, says, "Edwin, could you stop accidentally calling and texting me? It's been enough times that it's on purpose. Thanks." Bo Black says he's so desperate.
Doesn't that just sound pathetic? That just sounds pathetic.
So this is a clip from the stream, I guess. Parking Tiger said he did another Cope stream last night. Maybe that's why. So we have this little clip here.
Not be poor again. They made me poor. They took
Suck
away
your own
my
butthole. You're doing great.
Seth tipped it all. Okay, yeah, we're not watching your video, Seth. So
God damn it, Seth.
They took away everything from me. They stripped me down.
I just want to make sure.
They took away my mental health. They took away my everything. They made me weak. They weakened me. They succeeded. Okay.
Okay.
Those motherfuckers
Now what?
succeeded.
Okay, Edwin, but now what?
well,
Okay, great. We won. So great. You're admitting defeat. You took the knee. Now what?
But here's my question, right? This is the question that I don't understand. How did anyone do anything to Ed? What has anyone done?
Oh no,
to
we
Edwin?
didn't. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't because
Yeah.
again, people, we've been saying this, and it's just so crazy that he hears all of the negative things we say, but none of like the positive things, or like none of the things that like are just like a kick in the right direction, right? Like the truth is, for being canceled, you cancel yourself. People can't cancel you. You cancel yourself. You stop streaming. You stop doing videos. You stopped it. Like you became the meme.
Yeah.
It's not for anybody else. This could have been this whole deal of like you coming back and us flaming you or whatever the perceived thing on your end is. That could have maybe been a month or two if you just continued to stream. I understand taking a week to try to figure it out, maybe get right with yourself or whatever. It could just be, man. And here, because he's going to take a dig at me for talking about a psych, or, talking about a psych ward, which by the way, was never real. I was never like planning on going to like a mental thing. I was just it was more of an expression and just poorly worded. And I won't say that kind of thing again, just because it's like people take it the wrong way and they think that like I'm in a worse place than I am. And I apologize. And thank you for those people. But like, you know what I mean? It's just like, but you, on the other hand, are saying that like, oh, I was broken. I mean, they were so mean to me. And you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, dude, then fucking go to a mental health place. Get yourself right. Don't do YouTube anymore. Go work in the mines.
You know what? Here's
Something.
the thing. He says he's broken, that he's destitute, right? He says he has no money. They took it off. How did they make him invest in all that crypto and lose all of his money? How did we do that? I'm curious, because that's where all of his money went, right? He talked about how he lost all this money in crypto. I guess someone came and took his money out of his account and got him a brokerage account and started buying.
When I made
crypto.
that AI president's video, I had a cryptid, like sort of like secret thing that was like just gonna get into his brain and make him go back in time and invest in Dogecoin
Suck
when it
your
was
own
like
butthole.
right
You're
about
doing
to
great.
when it was right about to like tank, right? Like that's what happened. No, nobody did that. You did that, dude. It's like imagine blaming everybody for like a financial situation, Like I get it. This is the cope that he's on because he's probably been talking with Salvo behind the scenes, and
Suck your own butthole. You're doing great.
I have like a monicum of sympathy for people who lose their livelihoods, especially people who have been trying to do this for a minute. I really do. I really, really do. But again, not our fault. We didn't do that. You did.
But one of his fans here, Kit Kat, Turtle Cat, or Kate Turtle Cat. I don't Kit Kat.
Kit Kat
says, "Made me weak, sir. You were always beta. It just took us, your fans, a minute to see. I can't stand this victim complex." Then I guess last night, I guess he had another one, and I guess this one was even worse than the one before. Nicholas Dorio tweeted out, says, "Woke up to like 1,000 DMs about Edwin imploding at 3 a.m. LMFAO. What happened?" So Darcy Evans says, "This was the funniest, at least for me. I'll respond with one more post after this." Edwin strikes again, says Psycho's names. So let's see
Hello, Psycho's chat. Why are we talking to Psycho's chat? What?
Why is his
Wait,
voice
I never
always
removed
breaking?
Psycho from my friends list. She want to call to the show? I bet not. She's too cowardly. Okay.
Did he color grade his
Thank you for
live
the
stream webcam?
I think so.
It looks like, yeah.
It's probably to hide the filters.
Well, he's fixing to start up I don't think it's not OnlyFans, because they take 20% cut of all revenue. So that was too much of a cut. So he says he's found this other one that I guess he's going to start doing, I guess, like that type of content.
Okay.
More power to him, I guess. I don't know.
Well, we definitely didn't make him do that.
No, and I'll just say this, and I know this is going to be a little harsh, but I'm going to say it anyway. Dude, you're getting a little long in the tooth to be making that type of content. You're not the pretty boy you once were. You might be a little shocked, and your ego may get a little crushed.
By the audience that you gather from doing that kind of thing, who's willing to look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure that's going to go over well too. I'm sure nobody's going to do anything with those photos.
He definitely would. If I was to do something like that, which I wouldn't, because I mean, I wouldn't subject the world to something like that. But he'd definitely have more of a fan base than me. But is that really saying much?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Go ahead.
I was about to insult you for your age, Peepaw, but then I remembered that the insult I was about to give you also applies to me. I was about to say, Peepaw is so old that when he watched movies in the theater, that it was before color grading. But then I remembered, fuck, that also applies to me, because that only came in around 2002, and I've been watching movies in the theater since '93.
I think the first movie I actually ever went and watched was probably in about 70. Ooh, I can tell you what movie it is, and we can look it up if we really want to on IMDb to find it. But I'm going to estimate it was probably around the late 70s, 75, 76.
Oh, the first movie you watched? Birth of a Nation.
No. Shut up.
No?
No. It was actually Grizzly Adams.
Oh, that's a good movie.
No, mine was Aladdin.
It was the movie that whatever you said, before the TV series. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But anyway, so this is just, and this, what else here? Edwin, I can't say that. I can't. One of you guys that have come out, Mitch.
Oh no, it's not dead. Okay.
Max, you guys can say this. I can't. But anyway, here's what he says.
Oh, like laptop. Oh no, it's not dead. Okay. Oh, it's the first day of LGBTQ+.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's oh yes, it's June, so we can acknowledge people.
Yeah, woohoo! It's not like they don't exist any other part of the year besides June, and it's funny because like I love that like every city has like their own LGBT month, and it's not in June. Like in Orlando, it's October is like the Pride month, so it's like they have like double Pride month. It's just funny how that works out. So it's just always a joke with me, where it's just like every month, at the beginning of every month for my gay friends, I'm just like, Happy Pride.
Blog 2, it won't happen again. I promise you. I never want to deal with you ever again. I can't wait to get the fuck over this. Okay. But the whole world's about to know who the fuck you really are, Babs. Blog 2.
Oh
so
my good lord.
He's it kind of reminds me of that that scene from Tombstone, right?
Mm.
You wanted, what was it he said something along, you asked for the thunder and I'm bringing hell with me, or something like that.
Except a lot more manic.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Is it too much to ask for? If you're going to do a stream like this, you think you would like put yourself a little bit more together, like maybe take a shower, fix your hair, don't put on a wife beater if you've been accused of the things you've been accused of. I'm just saying, it's like all these things.
So Darcy Evans says, hey, D-Max, Edwin says you should check into a psych ward. Why does he hate you so much? So
I can't help but feel, am I reading into it, or do you think that has something to do with the with like my house thing? Because that's what that's what it feels like to me, is that he's talking about my house. I don't care, but like I am curious. Like, do you think he knows my lore? Like I'm just curious. Like, how petty is this?
Here's what I will say. Right. if he, I think it 100% has to do with the Twitter post that you did about, you know, the little stumbling
He really
block.
does care.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And we already know he A-logs, right? He is an A-logger. We saw that, right? Where he A-logs everything. Yeah, I think, but here's the question is why is he A-logging you?
That's a good question. I really, the only slight I think I've ever done to him was like the AI video. And I mean, you know, for all intents, honestly, like I feel like I went in on Salvo probably harder than either. Like the only thing I've ever said about Edwin that I've been on record for is saying that he is a palm tree in the breeze, which I feel like he would agree with, honestly. Like that he changes his opinions based on who he's around. You know?
Oh, yeah, that is 1%. I mean, you know, when
whatever direction the popular wind is blowing, that's the way he's going to lean. Is what I've said. I'm not. That's not. And by the way, that's not even like a negative criticism. I'm just saying that's probably your personality, dude. Yeah. Like maybe just come to terms with that. You know, I don't think you're a thought leader. Like, and that's again not a disparagement.
Yeah, you know, when he left the quote community that he was doing things with because of what happened between him and Sear, and of course all the statements that he made about Sear, which were horrific, and to my knowledge to this day he has never proved or posted one receipt, nothing to back up his claims against Sear. So let's talk about that for a minute there, right? Then he comes in over here and he got the nickname Alabama Edwin. Well, I wonder why and how he got the name Alabama Edwin. It wouldn't have been maybe the fact that some of the people that he was hanging around with was a little bit edgier, and so he, the chameleon that he is, changed to the color of the surroundings around him, and he started becoming really edgy too, and saying some really edgy stuff, and they started calling him Alabama Edward. But those guys, I think, picked up fairly quickly that he was, in fact, a chameleon, that's really not who he was, right? Mm-hmm. And so then he started orbiting, in and around Salvo, right? Because I still think Xylie's take on that was probably the most accurate take, is he did that out of self-defense because he saw how Salvo was starting to go against different people in the community, and he was afraid that he was going to come after him. So he partnered up with Salvo to negate that. And then, as we know, the rest, as they say, is history. So anyway, what this says. So let's listen to what he has to say about you, D-Max here.
You know, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, I'll retract. I know in the Millhouse chat, I said that I shouldn't have pointed the finger at you. My permissions were taken away from the channel. Now I actually could call because I couldn't see anything, and now I can. So I can call into your show again.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving my permissions back.
Edwin should 100% call in.
We need to get to the bottom of whoever stripped us away from it. All right. Well, I'll let you go unless you want to say anything to the beautiful people here. That are,
hello, Edwin's chat. Can't wait to see the video.
We like Matt Pitt here, guys. You know, Max did kind of corrupt him only a little bit, but Matt always lays his own ground. You know.
How did you corrupt Matt, Max?
Well, it took a lot of planning. It took a lot of attention to detail. You know, I had to corner him. You know, that Matt Pitt, he's a crafty fella. But you know, it's just like if you present the right set of facts to him, I mean, you can make him change his mind. Like, you know what I mean? It was that easy, folks. You just get in and then you say, "Hey, Matt, listen to me. I'm gonna make a funny AI video and you're gonna love it." And that's it. It's like I don't even know what he's talking about because Matt has been the ardent defender of Edwin pretty much this entire time. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like Matt's gotten a lot of criticism for it. And the thing is that it's not like I personally have given Matt any more pressure to think the way that, honestly, I feel like I'm probably one of the people that said, like, Matt, you can think what you want to think. You can believe what you want to believe. I've been frustrated by it because I don't really see what he sees in Edwin. But if he sees that in him, I mean, I've always been honest and always been like, yeah, dude, like, you can, like, be friends. I'm glad. It's good to have friends. It's not a bad thing, you know. But Edwin, that doesn't shield you from my criticism of you. Just because I'm friends with Matt and Matt's friends with you doesn't mean that I'm not going to criticize you, dude. You don't even know me. You don't know me. You don't freaking know me, and you're gonna put my name in your mouth.
Well, from what I've heard, maybe that's better than what else he's been putting in his mouth. Just saying.
Put it in the mouth.
So. There's a little bit left here, so let's finish listening to Edwin regale us with his wisdom.
He allows everybody to have a voice, which is okay. He's not there tonight, is he?
Max, I don't think he's going to be there tonight. No.
Oh, thank goodness. I hope he did end up checking himself into a psych ward.
Aww.
That's kind of harsh.
I mean, I think you know what? The first time I heard that, I was very harsh, and I thought, you know, that's a very personal attack, and it's just I didn't expect it to be quite of the vein of an Edwin. You know, I expected it from Salvo. I didn't expect it from you, Edwin. But you know what? Now listening to it again, I thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you. You're concerned about my mental health to the point to where you think that I should pursue it. You know, I should make sure that I'm good with myself. Well, this is a message to you, Edwin. I'm fine. Everything's great. I'm not going to be leaving the internet for an extended period of time. The only reason why I decided to take a little bit of a break is because all of my stuff was in boxes, and now it's like halfway out of boxes, and I'm basically doing this on the floor. So that's the lengths I'm willing to go to for content. What about you, Edwin?
Is it me, or does he not look like he's about 3 shades this side of batshit crazy? In that, I mean, I know it's.
Do you see the face he pulled right after he said it as well? He was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I sense fear. I smell fear.
I think so.
But Max is based.
And that's okay.
No.
Max, look at that. When Matt says Max is based, look at that. He's like, what?
Well, Matt is caught in between a rock and a hard place now. See, and you know, Matt knows that, like, he could say whatever, and I don't care.
Sure.
Like, even if he were to, like, go in on me, it's like, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's fine. We're you know, we all razz each other. We razz Mitch all the time, you know. So I don't mind when people do the razzing for me too. But the fact that he's willing to stand up for me, is I do appreciate that. Sure. You know, and the shocked face on Edwin, I think tells a lot.
Tried not.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So Max is good. Okay, why are you so mean to Max, man? Okay, all right.
You know
what is? Oh, look at that! Where'd the recall go to? Where did, like, I wonder where his, like, random access memory went to. What is like the?
All he needs is a little spinning thing there where it's locked up. It's just a little spinning circle. He's locked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I wonder if I asked him specifically, like, what problem do you have with me specifically? Yeah. You know, why is it that you would label me with the rest of these quote unquote commentary bros? Yeah. What have I said about you, Edwin?
Yeah,
really?
Exactly. Right. But he wasn't through there. No. He decided he was going to throw some shade, also at Blossom and DeadOnDave. Right. So I mean, this guy. Hell's bells, he just was going at it last night. He was just running the damn what do you call it? The
gambit.
The gambit, yeah. What I want to do, I'll click the wrong button here.
Might have known that this woman named Blossom, who I think, her YouTube username, I think, or at least it used to be called Honest Conversation, and a couple years ago, she made a really heinous comment on our YouTube channel, which was something along the lines of Gabby Hanna wishes she was R-worded so people could feel bad for her.
And like you said, Sear started off as a pedophile, then he went to be a hebephile, and then he was a sex trafficker, all in within about 5 to 10 minutes in a conversation you were having with, what was that YouTuber? Oh, shoot. I don't know. Nick DiOrio loves the guy. I was like, what? The dude was actually flabbergasted that you were actually making these allegations, and you had absolutely positively zero receipts to back anything up. When he was pressured on, he goes, well, I've got some people I could call. And what? Come on.
they feel bad for Gabby Hanna, or sorry,
Chud Logic.
I'm fucking it
Chat
up.
said.
Chud Logic, yes.
He said something along the lines of Gabby Hanna wishes she was R-worded so people could feel bad for her like they do with Jesse Smiles. And everybody was like, who says that, right? That's fucking weird, man. What kind of take is that?
Yeah, she said that. She owned it. She apologized for it, and she moved on. So does this mean, Edwin, we can go back through all your stuff 2-3 years ago and dig through some of your stuff? Is that what we get to do now? Because if it is, I'm going to have fun.
I believe she ended up removing that video, and I don't know what the update was, right? But like, people were like, WTF, what the fuck, right? And then last year, so that was 2 years ago, and last year, she was like a really big stan of Deaf Noodles and like saying more like cringy, like simpy stuff. And so again, that's 2 in a row of having like unpopular opinions. And
because she liked Deaf Noodles, that's unpopular. I think people right now could even say, Edwin, people liking you is unpopular because you're kind of a pariah. Is that fair? I think.
Yeah, I don't really understand his point with bringing all this up.
I don't know either.
I don't get it.
It sounds like
It's
a
almost,
lot of deflection.
it's you know what it is? No, it's definitely deflection. It's definitely projection as well. But it's also, I think, like, and again, not talking out of pocket here, I think that these are conversations that he's had specifically with like Salvo or somebody.
Sure.
Like it could be just people in his Discord. And you know what? You know that thing that happens sometimes where it's like you're talking with your friend and your friend is like kind of giving you the sauce, like giving you like a little bit more, like, giving you some flame under your, more heat to your fire.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like going back and forth and you're like, yeah, I am going to bring that up. And yeah, that is bad. And it's like things that like kind of are minor connections seem like a lot bigger connections. It seems like he's kind of recalling to those things and then calling it out like, oh yeah, this makes me big and hard. Look at this and this. And then he gets to like the point where he actually has to make the point. And then he goes, oh wait. Yeah. What was the point of that again?
And then she pops up this year dating DeadOnDave.
So what's the,
so that was like a shocker, right? But
what? So why is that a shocker? I mean, what? I mean, are we to infer that he has a problem with a black woman dating a white guy? Is that, I mean, that's
Alabama Edwin.
Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot about Alabama Edwin.
Yeah.
Yikes! That's a yikes for me, dude.
It's gonna be a big yikes for me, dog.
Yeah, right.
Shocker of her saying that I don't like Xylee because Xylee associates with racists and enables them, or something along those lines, right? It's like what?
He really is paying attention.
Oh yeah,
man,
he's a
Edwin, if you want to be a part of commentary too, just tell us.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. Just say, hey guys, I want to be a part of that commentary too thing you're doing.
Oh.
Do it. Like if you say that, Edwin, you know what? I'll welcome you in with open arms. You and Keffels and Tipster and even Xylee's in there too. I think Chris the Narc said he wanted to join. Mitch, are you in commentary too? I can't remember.
No, I'm
Oh.
just hanging around, just waiting for a mate.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
see what
either.
you're at, then.
I'm just on my front porch drinking my coffee and watching the insanity go by.
none of you guys are in commentary too with me?
No.
I've already jumped communities. I haven't even been here for that long.
None of us are in commentary.
Nah, sorry, dude. Yeah.
Well, my t-shirts are going to go to waste.
It's like, you know what it is? It's kind of like you're coming around and you're trying to make new Coke. New Coke was an utter failure, dude. Okay, I'm gonna stay back here with the old Coke. You go.
No. You don't understand. No. You misunderstand it. See, I'm not trying to make new Coke. I'm trying to rebrand old Coke as a new product so that I can get more people to buy it. See,
Okay.
that's the gag. That's the
gag?
gambit.
Okay. Well, I'm not moving. I'll just put that.
Okay.
Well, what's commentary 2's opinion on slurs?
We don't say them on this channel. I can tell you that right now.
We're neutral. We're neutral about slurs. It depends on what Tipster and Keffels think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then probably, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them have said some slurs, so I think that puts it in a decent neutral position.
So let's finish listening. I want to hear this Mensa scholar's take on this subject.
Whoa, who are you talking about, girl? So people are like, whoa, well, who are you talking about, right? And if you guys ever watched the DeadOnDave show, I used to watch it until, he once again I don't want to talk about it because whatever. But
What did he do? What did he do to hurt you?
Why is there never any receipts? Why?
Yeah,
what is this guy?
never.
What is it with this guy? Like he just goes like, oh, you know, this guy, he did something wrong to me, and I'm mad at him. And it's like, okay, but what is that? Just shut up. Just shut up. You're trolling
I don't
me.
understand this. Okay, here's a shocker. This is gonna be a shocker to you guys. You ready for this? Now, Max and I are pretty good friends. We're pretty good buddies, right? We have been for a long time.
No.
Guess what? Here's a little shocker. We don't agree on everything. We don't.
That's right.
And sometimes I say, Max, there's dumbassery afoot. And he'll come to me and say, Peepaw, you're a boomer and you're dumb and you just don't understand. And I'll say, yeah, maybe so, but there's dumbassery. We have a difference of opinion. But guess what?
Yeah.
Just because we don't agree on everything, I'm not going to say, well, yo, I used to like Max, but, you know, I know, what, that dude, that's so bitch made. That's just because
a difference of opinion becomes a slight.
Just because somebody had a difference of opinion, you're going in complete total bitch mode, and then you're going to go after his girlfriend. And Alabama Edwin has a problem with a black woman dating a white guy. And hello, not a good look, sir.
he had a co-host named Peepaw, and
Peepaw.
Ooh.
Oh, you get some strike.
Yes.
He got it wrong though. You're not a co-host. You're a producer.
Exactly. Listen. We can't expect somebody who's definitely in a downward spiral. Look at this. This guy is at the end of his rope. He's got a knot tied in it. He's hanging on by a pinky nail. He's got one little pinky nail that's holding him on right now. Look at that face. Tell me he's not ready. So whatever. So I didn't know he talked about me. This is new. I'm hearing this fresh. So, and he's talking about me, which is honestly one of my favorite subjects. So let's hear what he says.
he ended up quitting the show because he took offense, even though she didn't name him. He took offense to being called a racist, even though.
Dumbass. I did not. We settled all that shit. Matt, listen. Yeah, go ahead, Mitch.
Oh, also, just that statement alone. Oh, he took offense to being called a racist. Who the fuck wouldn't?
Yeah. But here's the thing, right?
It's a pretty offensive claim.
Racists wouldn't take offense to it, Mitch.
You know,
exactly.
Here's the thing. We covered all this, but evidently Edwin can't be bothered, I guess, to get the truth. And that's okay. I guess. I don't know. It's Edwin after all. So I don't think necessarily truth and him reside in the same universe. But anyway.
He's getting all this secondhand. Let's be honest. He's getting this from Discord mods.
Or third hand. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But here's the problem. You cannot rely just on because somebody brings you something. You have to go out, as my favorite president, Ronald Reagan, said, trust, but verify. Which means you have to go out and verify and do all this stuff. You don't get on a live stream and start devolving, which is what you're doing, right? You're devolving here. And you're talking out your ass. I did not leave the show because of what Blossom said. That had zero to do with it. I left the show because I was giving 10 plus hours a week just in showtime, plus all the prep time, and it just had gotten too much. I couldn't do it anymore. I've got some personal stuff that's going on, that I'm dealing with as well. And I just was like, and there was some online stuff as well, but it had nothing to do with Blossom. It had nothing to do with Dave. You're behind the times, sir. But let me correct the record once again. And go back to Dave's stream this past Friday. We talk about the very beginning. We get all squashed out. And guess what? I'm still going to come back from time to time as my schedule allows. And still be, there's no problem.
Wait a minute. Peepaw, are you trying to tell me that there can be like an amicable way to like split ways with somebody where you don't have to just like, like you can handle it and settle it and, and it's all good and then it's behind you. See, again, it's just more conversations that he had with whoever it was, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna talk about this because it's gonna be juicy, and like I'm gonna start the beef up again, and they're gonna be at each other's throats because I'm gonna say this." And it's just like, I mean, pathetic. It's just pathetic.
Listen, there was some misunderstanding because there were some miscommunications. Because here's the deal: I was emotional a little bit because I was having to sever a thing that I was doing with one of my best friends online. That we've been doing for over a year, and I enjoyed it, and I loved it, and it pained me to have to walk away. Dave was confused. He didn't understand. He was hurt, right? And it was just a miscommunication because Dave was in his fields, I was in my fields, but we worked because we're adults. We sat down, we talked, we worked it out, and it was nothing. It was much to do about nothing. And Dave and I are cool. Blossom and I are cool. There's no animosity from none of us. And, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Edwin, I think, anyway, dude.
He took shots at everybody I'm seeing. Sorry, it's just because I see this in the chat. Darcy Evans and Twisted Twig were saying that Eva caught strays as well. I don't think that was clipped, but yeah, he just went full sprinkler mode. He just started trying to shower on everybody.
That's what you call word vomiting, right? He was just word vomiting and stuff,
It's
right?
it's verbal diarrhea. Yeah.
So she did not say that he was one of the racists. So yeah, that happened, and basically Matt Pitt made a tweet when because they made up. They ended up making up magically like a day or two afterwards, after this weird beef, because like they were going at each other.
We were going at each other? Really?
That's not really what happened. Yeah, I mean, that's not what happened.
I think all the tweets, and all my tweets are still up. I didn't delete nothing. All I did was thank Dave for the wonderful opportunity that he gave me. Period. There was no.
I also like the little rabbit ears, like you didn't make up, but like he doesn't know whether you made up or not. That's like a thing you did privately.
Oh,
like he has no idea.
So the rabbit ears. Okay, so if I say, I guess Edwin really didn't suck Salvo's dick. I guess I do the rabbit ears. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Just trying to learn what the rules are. So.
Did he actually do that? That's funny.
I don't know if he did or he didn't, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. But at this point,
care. I think it'd be funny as fuck.
At this point, because there's been so much, alluded and talked about and this, that, whatever else, I think it doesn't matter anymore because that's what the perception is. Perception is that's exactly what happened, and people's perception is reality. Now, truth of the matter, he probably didn't, but that doesn't matter. Again, perception, reality. Anyway.
He was going out at Blossom, and Dave was like, "Oh fuck, my girlfriend! I don't want to get into the middle of this guy. Like I don't know, my girlfriend's saying whack shit. She's doing it again." And so he wasn't getting involved, and nobody else was really getting involved. It was a very interesting kind of thing to happen, right? Because usually, like, if somebody says crazy shit, like, imply that commentary bros are racist, like Death Noodles literally did. Like, people would be on that shit. But because she's DeadOnDave, or maybe not, maybe it's just a coincidence that because she was dating DeadOnDave, nobody jumped on her. Some people did, but they kind of dropped it when they magically made up in practice.
Or maybe possibly Blossom came out and explained, because that's what she did. But again, once again, you're not saying everything, right? You want to spin this narrative where, it's this magic bullet that magically made up, magically this, magically that. Come on, Edwin. Jeez.
You know what's funny is that, like, if he came to me and he asked me like, hey, do you what should I do for the stream? If he actually wanted to go to war with everybody, and he wanted to like bring this up as like a segment, I honestly, like, thinking evil thoughts here, I would be like, I'd be like, go for it, man. Like, make a docket, get your facts in a row, start presenting tweets, and build a narrative.
Sure.
Like, if that's what you want to do that. But he can't even do that.
No.
He's just sitting here and malding and coping. It's just this whole this is if Edwin sees this is what people are talking about. You know, when they talk about you coping, molding, and seething, is this. It's like, hey, maybe you've got a point. I don't know. You could make content. You could make a narrative. But rather than doing that, you're sitting here and you're just spouting off about like 10 billion different things with no visual aids, no real receipts. So nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. You think your own audience even knows what you're talking about, dude?
No.
It's like they're just well, yeah. For what remains, they're going to be sitting there scratching their head, going like, "Well, I guess we're just going to have to take his word for it that these are all terrible people, and they all just said something totally out of pocket." It's ridiculous. Make content, dude. Has this guy ever made content before?
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem that I wanted to jump in and highlight. Is I'm sure he was watching Now Recording today, and he might be watching right now. And if he is watching right now, Edwin, your problem is that in the kind of sphere that we're in, the content cycle is about 2 weeks, and then we move on to shit.
Right.
He's still on shit that happened in December of last year.
If he moved on,
dude, we've all moved on. Fuck, move on too.
Do you know
Make
who
other
had
shit.
do you know who had a real bad reputation for a long time about just getting in front of a camera and word vomiting and saying all this kind of stuff and didn't ever show any type of receipts as far as tweets or clips of videos to back up your points, but you just on and on and on. You know who had the worst reputation for doing that kind of shit for so long?
it's like a spinning wheel in my head with all the different Spurg names that you could be mentioning right now.
T-channels were the worst about it. But T-channels, to their credit, back almost a year or so ago, they kind of shifted gears. A lot of them did. And all of a sudden, because there was a person named Willie Mack that did a audit on a bunch of them, showed them in, how they're making these, and then proved the contradiction to what they were saying. And all of a sudden they kind of said, oh yeah. And they changed and they started actually showing receipts. They started showing,
yeah. And hey, I'm sorry. Speaking of our differences between the T channels, I just see this happening in chat, and I just really quickly want to call this out.
Yeah.
Guys, I understand. Maybe Dove has done some things or said some things at this point, but you have to understand, like, Dove is trying to run defense for our homeboy Edwin here. And so I give her a little bit of slack because I don't think that she really knows all of the stuff behind the scenes. I don't know. Like my feelings on Dove is that maybe she could be a sweet person and maybe just has her facts wrong. So like, I hear what you guys are saying, but it's like, I'll say this, at least optically speaking, it's not the best idea in the world to go after Dove. Go after Edwin. If you want to go after somebody, go after Edwin. Dove is just helping, If she says something specific and you want to call that out, that's your prerogative. And it's your prerogative whether you actually want to do that or not. I'm just saying.
My opinion on whether to go after Dove entirely depends on whether she goes for New South Wales or Queensland in the state of origin.
There you go. See? If you have a legitimate reason to go after her. Yeah.
If she goes for New South Wales, she gets a pass from me. If she goes to Queensland, fucking dogball that bitch.
Yes. And I am saying this for optics reasons, Tiana. You definitely caught me on that.
All I'll say is that...
No, you're not a bitch, Tiana. No, none of you guys are wrong for doing it. I'm just saying we got to be better. Hold our heads high.
But here's the thing. If Dove comes on there and she says some things that are out of pocket, you 100% can criticize what she's saying.
Absolutely.
But what I would say is
don't do our side, their side. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Do to the person, not to the sides. Because we can win those people over.
Sure.
And we will. In time.
Yeah.
Private. So it's very interesting. And Matt Pitt made a tweet where he was like, yeah, okay, you guys really made it up, or you guys really made up. More like you're just gonna move from talking shit about each other in public to talking shit about it in private. See, I might be butchering his tweet because it's already like a week ago or something.
Matt, I don't remember Matt Pitt making a tweet. I don't remember seeing anything like that. I'll go back and look, but I don't remember. Again, it would really been nice if he showed what he was talking about. But anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. That's the problem. You don't know.
This is really sad to watch for me because it's like it's just like this really desperate guy at this point, like struggling to maintain any kind of relevance online for no reason. Like, he should just at this point get a job, dude.
I did find this little segment. I did watch this one. I did find this one funny.
We need more Matt Pitts in the world, guys. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I like both. Like, I like Xylee. I like you. Like, it's, you know.
Okay. No need to bring up more, even worse blasphemous names here. What the? I'm purposely not naming any names in my members only stream. I don't want to know if I can.
What?
He just mentioned 5 million names.
He didn't need to name names. He just literally fell out of his chair when he heard Xylee's name.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Xylee.
It's like
He's
I'm saying
dedicated
Voldemort.
several streams to her in the past few months. Like, she's in all the fucking thumbnails.
So he's not naming any names, but then he goes on to say DeadOnDave. He goes to say Blossom. He says me. He says Max. He says, help me here.
Aiko.
He says he talks about her, actually names her.
Which is a bad idea, by the way.
That's like 5 people. What's that, Seth?
You forgot yourself.
No, I named me.
Yeah, he said it.
There's like that's 5. That's just 5 that we know are off the top of Xylee. I mean, dude, come on.
Dave, Blossom, yeah, I guess you did say that.
Yeah, he does. But he doesn't want to name no names, but then he goes on and names names.
Well, he doesn't. You see what it is? He doesn't want to name names in front of Matt Pitt. That's what it is that he doesn't want to. He wants Matt to believe that he didn't say anybody.
Oh, well, yeah. And I thought it was really weird because I listened to the beginning of Now Recording last night, and I did appreciate them going a little bit earlier, so I did get to listen to part of it live.
That's when we're starting now, is 11. So
awesome.
Yeah.
But he said, you know, that Edwin called him in the middle of his, while Edwin was doing his live stream, called Matt Pitt because he wanted to know why they had Edwin in the name of the title of their stream for that night. Because he was worried about it. I was like, dude, that's...
Dude. He even brought up Demented. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He brought up why so Demented. Sorry.
Who did?
Edwin. Edwin brought up why so Demented.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. But this here I thought was kind of interesting. Listen to what he says.
Yeah.
All right. But when I come back, when I come back, that's when fucking hell breaks loose. So trust and believe.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Don't clip that, guys. Don't clip that. Okay. You know what, whatever. We need more.
Yeah. Hell's coming with him. Hell
All right,
is
Tiana,
coming with him. So.
Liana just told me she gaslit me in the chat. I thought for sure. I was like, because why not? Why wouldn't he? I think because that would be a really funny thing for him to bring up or whatever. And I wouldn't even blame him for it. I just think it's funny that he did. But he didn't do that. Liana is just having me on. So that's
let me
wrong retraction.
Let me look at something here.
What'd you say, Mitch?
Yeah.
What is this t-shirt? It's someone crying.
So Edwin is still in my Discord. He's still in this Discord. So, you know, Edwin, you can call in anytime you want to too. I'll be glad to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
we can be nice.
Yeah. You've got a little bit of your facts a little bit out of whack there, my dude. But again, I'm sure you're probably hearing this second, third, fourth hand, whatever it is.
So Mitch, you've been around for a little bit longer than me, but like just because like this was brought up a few clips ago, like Edwin, was Edwin saying that he didn't have permissions to call in on the Now Recording server? Is that what he was saying?
Yes.
Why the fuck would I know?
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was saying, Max. He was saying
which is weird because I don't know, like I don't know that that's a thing. If it is a thing, I don't even know.
Wouldn't that be odd considering him and Matt are kind of friends?
Yeah, and like we talk, like we always talk and convene when those types of things happen. And I mean, maybe that decision came by when I wasn't around, which is why I was asking Mitch, because I know you were around for that. Was there ever, well, Mitch, was there ever any talk about like banning Edwin from the server, as far as you know?
No.
So if that's the case, like we don't do that unless we all talk about it. So I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm just saying, again, maybe he just misunderstood, or maybe there was some sort of other problem or something. I don't know.
I could tell you right now, maybe if he was.
I mean, yeah, we can look, but And if he was, who did it? Who done it? Now it's a who done it.
Who done it?
I mean, not that it really matters because he could have at any point just reached out to us and said, "Hey, I want to call in for whatever X, Y, and Z reasons," and we would have done it.
I'm gonna just confirm it right now. He is not banned from the server. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
And he wasn't just like unbanned. It's not like Matt went in there and unbanned him.
If he did,
yeah, you don't see it. Yeah.
No,
yeah. I don't see it either.
No, he wasn't banned.
So there's this other one. I saw that, and I thought I had it, but I didn't. And so let's take a look at this. This was kind of an interesting little take, I thought too.
Have I got any positive clippers? I feel like. Oh wait, okay. An update on my life, guys. I actually looked it up, and I think on my last live stream, guys, I mentioned how I think that Fansly pays more than OnlyFans, right? I think I mentioned that, and I was wrong. So this is an update. This is something you guys are allowed to clip. Okay, I'm giving you full permission. Everything else that's been clipped is out of my permission. I'm gonna be copyright claiming all of it. That is completely true.
So all these clips, I guess he's going to claim my stream.
What?
I guess fair use. I guess that's not.
Okay, buddy. We didn't have a problem until just right now. No, don't. Okay, Edwin.
Maybe he's just talking. Maybe he's whatever. Hopefully that's an empty threat. Hopefully that's him
just talking shit. I really hope it is because if you want to try to abuse the copyright system to try to silence your enemies, good luck, friend. Because that's going to go over really well for commentary. Yeah. You think when Keem gets a hold of that information, you think he's gonna just sit on his laurels? He's not got a lot going on. I think the boxing season's done, right? No, he's probably gonna take his little vacation, then again he's come back.
I think they're all the time boxing. I don't think there's really like a season. It's not
okay, I wasn't sure because I know he's like post.
I'm not a sports person, so I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, my point is that Keem's got a little bit of free time. Sure. I'm just saying, like, what happens when you start doing that and then people start getting wind of it? You know, it's at this, like, Edwin has to understand at this point, he's in the phase of it where it's like, give us a reason, man. Yeah. Like to Mitch's point from before, yes, like we're goldfish in a bowl. Like our attention span is really 2 weeks. If you don't if you came out and you made videos, like we've been saying, it would be rough for you at first, but then it would get, better. But the more that you do this thing where you come out and then people shit on you and then you stop down and then you keep talking about it and you keep on molding, you don't move on. It's just going to get worse and worse.
What did he even do before this?
This, I guess. But just with a lot, it wasn't about him. So, it was fine for him to just go on and on and on about some random inane shit.
It's just, I remember when somebody, I don't remember who it was, first introduced me to Edwin. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck you see in this channel, but I respect you liking it. But I don't get it. I don't know who that was, but yeah.
All right, so we got a couple more callers. Puma Local's been in there waiting for a while.
But before we take callers, Peepaw, can we address something real quick?
What's that?
Which one of you named me and Peepaw's co-host something really bad in your server? Because Gigi is named Smelly Puerto Rican.
Whoa. I mean, I
feel like that's kind of declaring war.
I think this is I think this might be a false flag. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna say that I think that Seth might be trying to plant a false flag here, because I don't think I have those types of permissions.
They called, or my name was changed to like Simp or something, Super Simp or something. So
yeah, I can't change anybody's names. So
it doesn't matter. It's fine. All right, Puma. Thanks for calling in. How you doing today, and what would you like to talk about?
I'm doing pretty good. I'll be honest with you. I didn't sleep last night.
Why?
Oh no.
I have just some anxiety about today. My girlfriend's graduating. I'm 20. She's 18. And her family's okay with it, but her father isn't, because he's one of them controlling people.
When did you start dating?
Wait, when did
High
this
school.
become love phones?
Yeah.
Well, I'm explaining my anxiety.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that'll work out. I mean,
It's
that'll be
just so
rough,
it's
but
just
you being
I'm
there will help.
more for
Yeah.
her. I'm.
Well, I hope that
anyways,
works out for you. Yeah. What else is going on?
So last night I stayed up and watched the whole Ico stream by accident.
Okay.
And
By
so
accident.
yes, I was trying to go to sleep, and then she kept going on and on. But there is a clip, and I think texts that she got from Babs, and she put it in a link in the pinned comment, and I copied it. And I was wondering if I could post it in like general or DM it to one of you, and you guys could look at it.
Sure. Go ahead, post it in general. I'll be glad to take a look at it. No problem.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, that is the wrong.
So this is a screenshot of a text message between Aiko and Babs, right? That's what you're saying?
No, Babs and Edwin.
Babs and okay, so I see. Babs took a screenshot of a conversation between
By the
her
way,
and Edwin.
and this conversation is Memorial Day. It happened
on Memorial
Day. Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
That puts a little bit of context to the tweet.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me. Okay. I'm not showing this to chat yet, so just give me a minute, guys. Let me kind of go over this, verify some stuff.
Gotta vet it.
And Aiko did show both on stream last night. And then of course
that's fine. But I'm not Aiko, so
I know. I get it.
Okay, it looks all right. So this is weird, but whatever. Okay, so it looks like this is a screen snap. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, okay. This is like a text message, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Maybe or I don't know. Anyway, it says
it's a
she's
text.
Screen recording and scrolling, and so then she screenshotted them.
Okay, so the contact is listed as Edwin ? So what? Or are you just going to go through? Are you just going through our personal text for a video and accidentally call me LMAFO?
And so before this,
yeah,
did say that Edwin called her by quote unquote accident.
Yeah, I saw the tweet where I went over the beginning of this section when I was talking about this. She said, please quit calling and texting me accidentally. It's getting weird. Let's see what we have here. If we can blow this up here a little bit. It says, where's all this coming from? I was sleeping at 5 a.m. I don't know what to say to all this. This was from December the 19th. I'm sure you hurt my feels, laws, but okay, I guess. We've only been talking every day for hours, for months. Are you hurt that we haven't talked as much as we used to since I returned? This is just seems explosive. I'm trying to see if something happened, or it was that we haven't talked as much, because we did talk a little, but I traveled all day yesterday and was sleeping when you called. You are so mean on your streams about me. For why? What did I say that was mean? Please don't play dumb, Edwin. So now at least we know who's what. Okay. So the gray, I guess, text was from Babs and the Blues, Edwin. All right.
Yeah.
Question mark, and then whatever. Nice. Why don't you just try saying sorry? Sorry, wrong window, blocking so won't happen again. Okay, this is iMessages. So this was actually, I guess.
Oh, so that was an accident. So that's where the accident, quote unquote, comes from. I see.
These are
so
messages.
The blue here is Babs.
Okay, so these are messages like wrong window, scanning through our text to find something wrong I could have possibly said at some point. Actually, since I accidentally opened this line of communication, would you send me the videos I recorded on your phone? I know I'm late from when you offered, but I figured I'd ask. Of course, we forgot to airdrop. I thought of that in the plane, like, damn, well, I'll just send the email whenever you're looking for them. Want to send me the multiple calls you recorded of me? Since you didn't ask to do that. Thank thanks in advance. That's I guess his email, whatever. Could I ask what I don't.
So this was on Memorial Day. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I get that right. This was all like this text exchange was Memorial Day.
I don't know. It just says yesterday. I assume
that's when Aiko said. I will. Let me preface that. Okay. Aiko said.
Got it.
Could I ask what I did to you? I don't think you could understand the damage you've caused me, but my video should hopefully answers that if you genuinely want to know. Yeah, well, as a person who liked you, who tried to talk to you about how I felt multiple times, I like to know what I did to you, not other YouTubers, nothing like that. What I did to you. I mean, I really just am confused. You're one of the nastiest people I've met. You use things I told you when we were talking personally as points against me. I said a couple of hours of us hanging made me uncomfortable, and you were a giant dick after that. How the fuck have you carried it out this far? Okay, never mind. It's baffling how you don't understand. You gleefully burnt the bridges ages ago. You have no capability of understanding how you can affect others. So why even entertain a conversation in bad faith? Just send me the clips like you said you would. Thank you. Gleefully, when have I ever not been pissed or hurt? How the fuck do you think this makes me happy? I was in every stream, sure, saying you didn't assault me. What the fuck did I do to you? How about you send me secret recording calls first, since we are being petty once again? Dictionary, sex pest. What? So why did you call Sabo that? B. So why did you call me that? Stop dodging or I'm out, lol. Just say you're going back on your word and not sending me the clips like you said you would. You said that about Sabo, but y'all are fine. Obviously the word means nothing to you. You could Google I need to sneeze and find anything you need to say.
She's kind of spiking him. She's kind of fucking giving him the gas.
Yeah.
Y'all were super fucking sexual in the car. Obviously you aren't going to be honest. You aren't going to honestly talk to me about that in text because screenshots, but you called the girl Sabo sexted because you think it's unacceptable. You would have called me too for a story if you weren't involved, but obviously you can do no wrong. This is pointless. You've been nothing but nasty and detailed and malicious about me, and I've been nothing but vague about you, except I have over and over and over denied you assaulted me. Whatever you need to float your boat at this point, could you just put out a video or move on? You're the one keeping my name relevant over and over. Moving on, tell the truth or say sorry. But if you lie, I'll correct it. Just get this stupid shit over with. And if you want your clips, send my secret recorded calls. I know you're acting cocky because you have finally found a way to string together a way to make me look as stupid as possible. We both know that's not how it happened. You can act as nice and proper as you want so you can screenshot these texts to your friends. I was there, so were you. Maybe don't accidentally open the wrong screen when we haven't texted in months. If you don't want to accidentally open up a line of communication. It seems you think this hasn't affected me whatsoever, thinking I'm purposely holding on to responding, but you're the one that's spoken the most, even from day one. You're the one that's always been aggressive, even from day one. You think being vague is a good thing? Insane. Send me the clips I recorded or hold them hostage. I don't care. They'd help me tell the truth. Which is what we both want. All I want is, from my perspective, to finally be out. If you want to drag it out beyond the video, then sure, don't send them. Keep it going. Your choice. Kind of crazy. You can't even mention you secretly recorded me when I was trying to talk this out with you before anything was out. You secretly recorded me first. Remember? Yes, I do. When you got literally physically aggressive in my house. Ooh.
That is the video clip that's also in here.
Okay. Anyways, I don't want to start any argument. I think it's best I block you again. Sorry, fighting is all you want to do. My ego had nothing to do with my recordings. I was actually scared. I'm not interested. Well, stop accidentally contacting me then. It's scary how you don't see how scary you are. Send the clips. Bye. Send my calls. Bye. We'll do after you send, I'm sure. This is the secret recording Edwin brings up.
So this happened in
So here's one.
Babs'
Hang on a
house.
second. I'm going to mute this for the stream before I actually, because I'm not going to let the stream hear this until I see what's going on.
Real quick, I can talk about something that's in chat. So while you're doing that, maybe mute me. There is there's some speculation. There's some like rumors going around that, or I've heard it from multiple sources now that they have been screening Edwin's video in his Discord. I don't know how long it is. Parking Tiger says 3 hours, but I don't know. I've heard conflicting things, but I do know that apparently he's not going to release that video anymore, and now he's going to release a different video. So we'll see what happens with that. He's going to like re-edit it.
Apparently, he also wanted Matt Pitt to be part of like a screening group, and Matt Pitt outright refused. Also last night.
Based Matt.
Just trying to think if there's anything else relevant Aiko said last night. Oh, so she publicly stated that Babs not a public figure, and she's like cut off from Edwin now, like for questions and responses. Everything will be going through Aiko now. So
okay, so Aiko is gonna be taking Babs.
Yeah, like as the mediator and response person.
That's pretty smart, I think. Because my whole thing with this too has been that Babs has been getting herself into a content war that she really can't. Like, she's not a content creator. She doesn't know the game. She doesn't know narrative. She doesn't know any of that stuff. And so she's been coming into this like on the lurch. And that's why I think some people have kind of been perceiving what she's been doing as being like, I made that joke on the Now Recording episode, like a Machiavellian sort of like, but that's not it. That's not it at all. It's just that she's a simple person. Like she doesn't know content. She doesn't, and she's been just trying to do right by this story for her, which is why she's been going on streams and telling people that she has not been assaulted, she has not been raped, she has not been any of these things. And it's like, it's just weird for the the two other parties involved to go after Babs for that, like saying that she said that when she never did. Like and whatever it is like other people heard her say and then inferred that's their business, that's their opinion. That has nothing to do with Babs. Babs just told the story. Okay. It'd be like somebody taking away from fucking Star Wars that Anakin was the good guy. It's like, well, I guess that's a perspective. It's whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
So this video puts a little bit different light, I think, on the narrative that was put out about the quote cat room. Because this video, from what I saw, was shot from within the cat room.
Yes.
Babs recorded this, right?
Babs recorded this, yes. And sent this to Akio, right? Or Akio. I'm sorry. What?
Aiko.
Aiko. I'm sorry. I can never say her name right. And
have a good one, Mitch. Oh, no worries, dude. Have a good sleep.
Yeah. So let's watch. It's like a 3 minute. So let's watch this. This is December the 10th, 2022. Okay. So this is the night. This is after Babs and Edwin have arrived back at her house. This is after the car ride. This is after the night after the Keemstar show and all that. And this is, they're back, like I said, they're back in, so. Make it out.
She was talking about the Chris tit shot.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, they can't, Peapod, they can't hear the audio.
Oh, shh. I had it
So
muted.
sorry, chat. So sorry. We could hear the audio.
Yeah,
that was,
I'm sorry.
oopsie.
I had it muted again. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah, we can go back and
Here we go. Yeah, I'll start it again. Sorry.
So I do want to say, during this or just before this, Edwin was saying that Babs got him drunk.
Yeah.
Also, so that's kind of why things were also tense. Apparently, alcohol was involved.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, Kit Kat wants you to know on Twitter that she made a tweet. I don't know what that's referencing, but there you go.
Let's see.
It's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, number 1, I told you not to sleep in this.
At least they had subtitles.
Okay, number 2, I'm slumbering, right? Okay, I'm falling asleep on my floor, right? Keemstar asked you earlier to tell this story, which is a fun story to everyone, okay? And you are gonna make it all weird, right? After I'm falling asleep on the floor, you're gonna make it all crazy or whatever. Okay, like 3 hours later, when I'm over all this shit, I'm being fine, whatever, with you. You're gonna make it weird, okay? You're not gonna stand up for me, whatever. Hours later, when you know, I was just trying to give Chris a pity shot. And yeah, we pushed him a little bit, of course. We were all having fun. I was like, no, take a titty shot. But you guys were being way worse than me, okay? I was like, yeah, take a titty shot. And he didn't want to? You know who showed him to where he could sleep? Me. You know who checked on him? Me. Okay? So I'm just confused on to why you're not setting up for me. One, it's a fun story to everyone, including me, you, Savo, King, Brantley, and probably Chris, whenever it's brought up on the Siley stream. Like, you have no solid opinion.
Can you pause it?
It's just...
Yeah.
We know why. We know why Edwin didn't have a solid opinion about that, right? Yeah. Wasn't it because he was trying to run defense for Salvo at that point so that nobody would know that he was cheating on his wife? Am I wrong about that? I think that's why.
Yeah, he basically was trying to, he was, Edwin was part of the threesome, and that's what they were saying, and he didn't, but he was trying to protect, I guess, Salvo and Salvo's marriage.
Right. So I think that Babs is not seeing that. I don't think that Babs understands that that's kind of where he was at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, still,
and
talking out of both sides of his mouth. Yeah.
Maybe, but of course I think they're all gone now because Salvo's channel got terminated. But I want to think that last time that Edwin called into Salvo's stream and Babs called in as well, and the three of them was there, they kind of painted this, if I remember correctly, and again, this is going from memory, so I could be mistaken on this. I want to think that when they talked about that, Edwin was saying that Babs was like yelling and screaming at him when he went into this room by mistake or whatever, the cat room or whatever. It doesn't appear that way to me from this recording, that she was yelling or screaming or any of that. I mean, it sounds like to me she was trying to have a conversation. And
sounds like Edwin was yelling.
Exactly. She was talking about, he was yelling and screaming, and she was concerned because her landlord lived next door. She's concerned about how this is going to affect her in the real world because she doesn't exist in this world, right? She doesn't make money from this world. She's not a YouTuber. And this stuff is spilling over now into her private and personal life, the real world life. And she doesn't want it because she still has to be able to work. She has to make a living. She has to pay her bills, right? And so I don't know, man. It's just,
I mean, I'm inclined to believe her because at this point, like, any rational person would be like, if he didn't come in screaming and stuff, he'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He submits later in the video.
Okay.
And he says sorry.
Is he there for all this?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the bed, like.
Oh, so she's actually talking to him and he's being quiet.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. This is the conversation within the quote cat room that was alluded to as like this horrible thing that occurred, right? And that's where
So
everybody
this is
watch the
it?
cat. Yeah, this was like this is the big cat room controversy thing. Remember, everybody was up in arms about all
So there
this.
was a yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
like this is it. Like this is it.
This is it. This is the smoking gun. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what I can get from it is this is actually his possible second or third time in the cat room because he said that he went there first.
Yeah, it sounds like the cat
Because he wanted to try
cat
to go to
room.
the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like the cat room thing might have happened last night, and now this is the next morning because she says 3 hours later, I'm not mad about it. Like, why are you still being like this?
Yeah.
So it's very possible that she did have like a. And here's the thing, like it's a.
fair.
How
fair.
old is she? She's like a 20-something.
21,
you know?
22. Yeah, she's young.
Yeah, it's like look, it's like you go into her cat room where she's highly embarrassed of it because there's probably cat piss and cat shit everywhere because she's trying to train a cat for a litter box, right?
She said,
And then
like,
she
the new rescued.
Yeah. So she's freaking out. It's like, what's that whole interaction look like? He goes into the wrong room and she goes, Edwin, I told you not to go in there. What the hell?
Yeah.
You know, like that's it. That was probably it.
Sure. That's fair to reason. I mean,
I don't
I can
see
see
any other
the-
situation
yeah.
or scenario there because why would because she's probably annoyed from the car trip. Fair enough. But like,
so parking tagger
24. Okay.
says Akio says, I'm sorry, I know I'm saying her name.
Ayako.
Ayako said this is just a sneak preview, I think. LOL.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever she feels like it, so that could be before or after his video on Babs, she will release kind of everything she's compiled into a nice, neat, and she's trying to leave everything like dumb out.
Yeah.
To be precise.
My advice would be do it on her own timeline. Don't wait for him to release it. At this point, just do it.
That's what she's doing. Practically.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So let's finish listening to the rest of this video here.
But I had to actually, and you got big with me in my own home. Bitch, get big with me. Get big with me. Like, no.
So I'm going to assume, because this is a term I'm not familiar with, but I'm going to assume that when she says, when you get big with me, to me, I'm inferring that is he bowed up on her, right? Like he,
she says front it up later. So that's
okay.
exactly what happened.
Squared up.
Squared up. That's the one. There you go. Squared up.
No, I'm actually so mad. I'm actually so fucking mad. Stand up to me. I actually had to get up off my floor where I was sleeping. Like, I was almost passed out. I had to actually get up and square up to you.
So he comes in where she's laying on the floor in definitely a weaker position, I would say.
Prone, literally.
Prone position, yeah. And he's going to come up and front up on her and bow up like he's Billy Badass.
And here's my question, Riv.
Yeah.
Why? Why did he do that?
Yeah. Why? What?
Like, what did she do?
It was all over the titty shot. That entire conflict was over the titty shot.
Serious?
And he,
wait. So, but she never. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Babs said that he was yelling, like the moment he was like towering over her when she was prone, yelling from then till the end of the fight.
So, like, I'm confused. Like, what was his problem with her with the titty shot? Was
he said that that she pressured Chris into taking it and that it was rapey or something.
Oh, so he is now after the fact, after he was drunk from that night, I think this is now what, a day later, 2 days later, him now realizing that everybody's shitting on him for it and making fun of him. And now he's looking for a scapegoat. So he's trying to shout down Babs is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. He's going into optics. It sounds like to me. Right.
I guess.
Well, it sounded like to me though, because she said that she goes, yeah, we were kind of, because Chris was a little awkward, a little weird. And so they kind of was, kind of ball busting a little bit because he wouldn't do the titty shot. But she said, y'all made it weird. Y'all took it way too far. Right. Yeah. And she was saying, I was the one that actually showed him someplace to sleep, I guess, because he was pretty faded. She goes, I was the one who was constantly checking on him. Basically, I wonder
if Chris can confirm that.
I don't know.
I don't know if he can remember what happened.
Yeah, I know it was a blur. He was crossfaded, says but that'd be interesting if he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
He also said that she was some type of sexual freak for doing that. And I think also for what happened during the Salvo him threesome thing.
Yeah.
So just yeah.
So let's continue on to this here.
Because you were getting that big with me. That's ridiculous to me. I'm a female and you're in my house. My landlord lives right next door. You're screeching. I'm basically a rapist. Well, my landlord lives right next door.
So Edwin was saying that she was a rapist? What?
Hey, Riv, you know that there's a word. I'm trying to think of it. Irony.
Oh.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
You know?
Could have been projecting a little bit.
I mean, I will say this. It's not a smoking gun in the sense that we don't know that Edwin like basically was alluding to her being a sexual assaulter or a rapist or whatever, right? We don't have any evidence of that other than what was stated here, which he never refuted because he's right in front of her and he hasn't said boo, right? I'm just saying that if true, highly ironic.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. This is not my life. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a fun story. I offered your weird friend a teddy straw and he said no. Why did you not make that still a fun vibe? It's so fucking weird. What's so fucking weird? I'm not an internet person. I still need a real job. Like, don't make me seem out like I'm some type of weird bitch. And hell no. Hell no. That's why I hate your little friend John Swan or whatever. Anything that's slightly weird, hell no, I don't deal with it. You're not gonna...
How's John Swan factor into this at this point?
I don't know.
Minecraft sex mod. I think that was just
but I mean,
said sex.
Yeah, but at this point in time, we had no. I didn't know that Edwin and John were in communications or talking or nothing.
Well, right? I think it was because John went on Salvo.
Yeah, but that was after, was it not?
They could have been cool, but I don't want to speculate, honestly. I don't know what
I'm a little fuzzy on the I know there was a time where I remember, John Swan was calling into Salvo streams.
Or I want to think that was about from before when everybody was cool with commentary bros. Like where John Swan was still good before he, fake called out Dream.
It seems like to me they've had a conversation or something about it where she's mentioned that she didn't like him, and she's just sort of bringing that up like in relation to him to kind of try and relate him.
Darcy in chat says Edwin was talking about Nick, Boblax, and Augie all week at Bab's house. I mean, it is possible maybe that Edwin kept on bringing up John Swan for whatever reason, and so that was just a name that she latched onto and was like, I'm not one of these people.
Yeah.
It could just be innocuous.
Again, there was so much I'm sure went on behind that we'll never, and we don't need to know. It's none of our business, right?
None of our business.
But if they're going to put this stuff out, make it public, then now
this is our business.
Now we're in on it. Yeah.
Say I'm weird. No. Okay, I don't give a fuck what you think. That's what it seemed like. And you're trying to square up to me. No. You're not gonna do that in my own house. It's disrespectful as shit. And I am so fast. Then no, I just said to you, absolutely.
Ooh. See, okay, I appreciate apologies, but if there's one thing that apologies are, especially with no concessions, is like, I'm sorry that you feel that way, that you think that I did that. If he doesn't say anything like that, that is an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
Means it's confirmed, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, because he flat says, I was apologizing for that.
It's absolutely just not okay.
I know.
I agree. You're right. Yeah. So
okay, I'm going to paint the picture here, and this is just speculation, right? But I imagine Edwin wakes up that morning, and he's hungover, right? And maybe even still a little bit drunk, but hungover.
Yeah.
He starts seeing the blow up on Twitter, the blow up on YouTube, everything, right? He starts seeing people go in on him, and he goes, holy shit, what the fuck? And then at that moment, he stomps over to Babs, who's laying on the ground prone, and then he starts screaming in her face about it.
So here's the problem, right? None of the really blow up about all this stuff, it didn't happen till like way later, right? The only thing that night that came out of that night was Nicholas Diorio took a little thing or whatever, right? And it made it sounded kind of like
Was it Brantley saying the
Brantley
N-word?
was saying,
Yeah.
right, which she was. It was a meme.
Which she
It was a
didn't.
joke.
Yeah, it was a
a
meme.
joke,
It was a
right?
meme. Yeah.
And they came back from the bar. Remember that there was that video that Salvo put out on his Twitter about them back from the bar, and and Bab says, I know she didn't say it, and everybody kind of made fun of the way she was talking because she was definitely inebriated and stuff. But that was the only really dust up of that whole thing. The rest of it, the blow up, if you will, right? That didn't come till later on when Edwin finally admitted over on Tommy C's stream that the threesome happened.
No, but again, people like that. The car ride happened. Like I think that the car ride was the point of contention, or the initial point of contention between Babs and Edwin. I mean, we don't know.
Well, Babs also had little contentions, like Edwin using baby talk. She really hated that. And then of course the cat room thing.
True. So it was an escalation.
She was probably jaded also after being yelled at in her own house.
And this is in her house still, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So this is, and I just want to make sure I get the timeline right. This is like a day. This has to be like a day or two after the car ride.
Yes.
It's not very long.
No, it's
DMX, so from what I understand from how Babs put it, the shouting match was near night, because Babs says that she was passing out. She was actually she was almost asleep. And then Edwin came in, stormed to her, and started yelling and towering over her.
Do you believe it would be fair to say if this video was taken on the 10th, that happened on the 9th?
I think so.
Something like that?
Babs, or Aiko, actually, Aiko had Babs on, last night, at the very end. Maybe some stuff was also said there, some extra details.
Well, it sounds like we're going to get the full timeline, which is going to be very helpful. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's speculation at this point.
Honestly, she does have a full playlist of everything she's went over on stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's... it's not just...
all 52 hours of it.
Yeah.
Okay, just a second here, guys. Let me do something here real quick. Just to help the timeline. This is the stream. This is a stream where Edwin was there. Salvo was there. See? You can see there's Edwin. This was the Christmas Day stream. This was on December the 8th, 2022. Okay? This here was on December the 10th. So this was 2 days after that stream. So this was essentially the day after the car ride.
Yeah.
So that's the time on this, Max. This is the day after the car ride.
Okay.
I'm not comfortable anymore.
I understand. I respect
Yeah, no. I know you're drunk. I know you're trash.
Okay.
And that's when Aiko said, "That's all you get," to Edwin. Basically.
You're drunk. So he's still drunk that morning?
Well, they probably got drunk the night they got home.
No. But I'm just saying there's no. So now we know, because if that car ride happened literally yesterday from when that video we just watched was, right? Which is what I'm getting. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, then that makes sense. So that happened. So yesterday was okay. Yesterday was the car, or I'm sorry, based on this video that we just watched, yesterday was the car ride. They got home that night, right? And then all of this stuff played out with the cat room and him yelling at her that morning, it sounds like. And then 3 hours later is when this video is, from when he yelled at her on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not going well for Edwin. And it was a really bad idea, by the way, too, for him to have a text exchange with her saying that he's okay with her putting out, anything. He literally said that in the text exchange. I mean, that's going to come around back to bite him real hard. I know why he did that, but it was a bad idea.
So the stream is down, but he did do a stream. Actually, it was on Aiko. Aiko covered it, and she saw the dates. They did a stream together, right? When they got back from Keemstar's house to Bab's house, they did a mini stream. And they were talking, and that day. It was after that stream is when they had that argument of where Edwin squared up on her.
I just.
So it sounds okay. So just kind of recap, because we've covered a lot of crap here today.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. That's no. This is we kind of have to go where the road leads. That's fine. So it sounds like to me, she has the receipts. She's in direct communication with Babs. Babs is giving her everything.
This is, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, it's the most dangerous person to have the receipts. Because Ayako has all the receipts. Now she has the receipts from the fourth party perspective, the third party perspective, and the first hand perspective. Like she's got it all. I mean, that's, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how scared Nicholas Diorio is of you, Edwin, but you should be scared of Ayako because she's going to eat your lunch.
When I say Ayako went like autistic mode, and she said that she went back and looked at every little weird thing he said or did. She went all the way back.
This is
back
gonna be
to
a
the seer
tsunami.
stuff. To the seer stuff.
This is going to be, because if she includes that with all of this narrative wise, it's just going to be such a tsunami. He's not going to recover from this. Edwin, just take the knee. Just take the knee. Just that's it. Like I don't think you can stop it at this point, but if you just get humble and you just admit that you've made mistakes, you might be able to save whatever face you have left.
D-Max, it's worse than that. Darcy Evans might post more, but because he has the archive stream last night of him going manic. He said that it was actually Babs that was scary. That he was scared of Babs that night.
While he was yelling at her, prone on the floor, he was scared of her.
He was
towering over her. Yeah. Okay.
And he says like I was cowering, and he was that the clip that we just saw. He was like I was cowering. And because you were cowering.
But yeah, that doesn't really work if you're like basically admitting that the day, like the night before, like 3 hours ago, you were the one like being big and like fucking like screaming. That doesn't really work then.
So he's already doubled down on everything on Babs.
I just, again, it's like at this point, like why wouldn't you just, Edwin, okay, this year we had fucking Quite, right? Not to like come out of nowhere with this, but he came out with the best video that is an exonerating style, like anti-expose video I have ever seen, period. It is like, if there's YouTube classes, like if there's like university style classes on like how to make YouTube videos and how to do commentary, people should watch that one and study it because it was perfect. He came out immediately with all of the exonerating, like everything. Like he did exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. He went quiet for a little bit so that he could gather his evidence, and then he came out with a video and totally destroyed the narrative. And he did it very quickly, right? Edwin is doing the exact opposite of that. Every single possible thing that you could have done wrong in terms of being able to solve this situation, Edwin did several times over and continues to do it. Every single stream that it's a cope stream or a mauled stream, every single thing, it is just going to be more and more evidence, more and more water that tsunami is going to come crashing down on your head, my homeboy. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be fun. And I do have a little bit of sympathy for you in that regard, because I don't think that you fully had I don't think you really understood what you had coming your way when you were willing to try to take these fights with some of these people. You continued this. You did this. Remember, you did this. Nobody else did this. You did this. And by the way, still, even after all of that, as bad as it's going to be, you're going to be the one to cancel yourself.
Yeah, that's for sure. So last night he was kind of trying to paint Babs as the abuser and him as the victim. And I kid you not, he did the emoji of the shock face, or like the shock scared face. He made that face. Unironically made that face and said he was scared. And I don't know about this part, but apparently he was also crying and his voice was breaking in some of the stuff he was talking about Babs. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. And
Okay. Well,
I really wish it didn't come to this.
Thanks for the information, dude. Great call. Great information.
Yeah, thanks, Puma. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a great day, bud.
D-Max, I want to say, D-Max, I love you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
In both kind of ways, it's Pride Month.
Well, I appreciate it, dude. Have a good month, all right?
I hope things become clear for you.
Oh yeah. No, I'm getting back. I'm getting into a house soon, so that'll be a whole fun thing, and I'll be it'll be great. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, everybody, try to have a good day.
Thanks, Boomer.
You too, dude.
Wow.
Whoa, yeah, extensive. I think that's the guy. If you want a complete timeline before the video, that's probably your guy.
All I know is shit. Ico.
It's like your eye, and then co. Ico.
Ico. If you go to Ico's channel, here's her channel. She's got hours and hours, because when Ico streams, she doesn't stream for just an hour or two. No. She's like 6, 7, 8 hours. She's a beast when she streams. As you can see, she's done quite a few. She has been going through all this for quite some time. Like I say, and of course we know that she is working with Babs. And as Puma said, that she shared that little video clip, that was just a smidge. That was an appetizer, if you will, right? A what they call a beak wetter.
Yeah.
This is not going to. I'm sorry, man. This. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Again, Edwin has made his own grave. He's made his own bed.
Yeah.
You can't be the snake that you've been to so many people in this community and not expect them to want to bite back.
Yeah.
And you can't lie the way that you have and try to paint, somebody who's honestly, I mean, I don't know if I'll go all the way to say she's completely innocent, because I don't know that that's fair to say, but relatively innocent, was not involved with this, and you dragged her into this, and now you're trying to throw her under the bus and everything and call her I mean, thank God, I'll say this, thank God, Edwin, you never tried to actually run with the narrative that Babs was a sexual assaulter or a rapist or whatever it is that you had in that conversation. Thank God you never went with that, because if there's any video of you saying anything like that, your goose is cooked for life.
I think that's already safe to say that he's not coming back from this unless he has some insane video that changes everything.
So here's
what's gonna happen, and this is the scuttlebutt, and I don't want to get into where I know this from, but I do know this a little bit.
Okay.
Babs is scared that whatever it is that Edwin has is going to make the community not like her, she says, for a few days. And what that tells me is that she probably, I think that she doesn't really know the community all that well. So I'm going to say that she probably says some F slurs, or maybe makes some comments about the gays or something like that. Says some racist shit maybe, or whatever. They're cutting up, they're drinking, they're having some fun. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is, but that's what it sounds like to me from everything that I've heard. Yeah. And what I would tell Babs is that, Babs, honey, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah. We're a pretty
here,
rough and tumble
baby, you're
thing.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly. Seth is still here, and Seth says slurs all the time. So I don't know.
We'll see what happens is this. Before I even seen, I didn't even know that thing existed. I didn't know the text messages existed, and I sure didn't know about the video. And I made the statement that it really didn't matter how good this video was that Edwin was coming out with. It wasn't going to matter, because it had been so hyped. And I talked about, remember about being shredded? Remember about being tore apart? This is what I was talking about. And I didn't even know this was out there, right? I just know you have people in this community that they log everything. They capture every stream. The everything, and I know just myself, I say things that, I word vomit myself at times. I mean, so
Parking in chat says exactly what I was trying to say, just better. He says, I think Edwin is just gonna craft a narrative to make her look horrible in his video, but no one is gonna fall for it. Yes. I think that's the only thing that he's got, is to try to make Babs look as bad as possible. Yeah. But you know what's going to happen, and what's funny is that he's going to do that, and then commentary is going to look at that and go, ha, 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 based Babs, and then we'll move on. And then we'll be like, yeah, but Edwin, you're a fucking piece of shit.
So Maggot says, can we talk about Repzilla saying Edwin was
suicidal to get Babs into a call with Edwin's. Yeah.
I don't know if there's receipts for that. That's not going to be good either for Repzilla.
Peepers. Yeah. Peepers. There is.
There's receipts of that?
As far as I understand, yes, there is.
Rep, my dude.
Taking notes from Colton. That's a bad take.
Jesus, man. If you use that to try to get her into a conversation,
it's seriously? Gonna. I mean that breaks. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maggot confirms it. Bet you're at there. I bet your ass there is. Yeah. So she confirms it. She knows.
So here's the problem with all this stuff, right? Now I have nothing personally against Repzilla. I've had limited conversations.
You got involved with it.
I've had limited action, and I know people in the past have kind of had some issues with him. Me personally, I've never really had an issue with him. But dude, your brand is all about mental awareness, mental health. And if you use something like that to guilt Babs into getting into just to have a conversation with Edwin, my dude. Well,
let's be charitable. Hold on. It is possible. It is possible that Repzilla is an idiot and believed Edwin when he said that he was suicidal, and then just relayed that to Babs. Well, that is possible.
Okay. All right,
you can make it. You know what I mean? Like, you can make it so that Edwin is the ultimate bad guy here. But I mean, Rep, this isn't looking good for you, and you might need to make a statement.
So let me clarify something. If that's what happened, if Edwin manipulated Rep and alluded to that for him to use to get Babs into a conversation, if that's what transpired, Rep, I hope you've got your receipts too, my dude, because otherwise I'm going to tell you what the train, when it leaves the station, how it's going to look. It's going to look like you use that to get Babs. And if you don't have something to back up the other side of the conversation, right? Dude.
He's kind of being pushed out like a pimple right now. He's got to do it.
Like the like screenshots and receipts for that. I don't think it's like, how do we know that he wasn't like actually suicidal? I'm kind of like iffy on that, because someone who goes through that kind of shit, like, even though he was completely in the wrong, he could have still been suicidal, couldn't he?
Sure.
It is 100%.
Possible. That's what I'm saying, though. Rep better have, because here's the thing.
No, but here's the problem, Seth, is that he did that, but then Edwin took that and recorded the call with Repzilla and is now threatening Babs with that call.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. That is possible.
Okay, so he has that call, and so that's the call he recorded.
That's one of the call. That's one of every call he's recorded, because he's recorded everything.
Okay, that's
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. It's like, even if you went with that, still not good for him.
Yeah.
Because of what happened after.
Yeah. Bottom line is it's now gotten to the point where everybody better have saved all the receipts.
Seems like Babs got what she needs.
I don't know.
The fact that Babs has been sitting here and just kind of waiting with this. I mean, I will give a little bit of criticisms to her. Like, if she had all of this stuff, if she did this a few months ago, this would have been like, it would have been open and shut. I mean, it would have been super easy.
But to be fair to her, as she said, she's not an internet person.
True. No,
there's a reason she's giving 100%. All this to Igo.
100%. That it's contingent upon her understanding, like, that she should have done that, not her basically holding her cards close to her chest. Because again, going with her narrative, she wants to be nice. She doesn't want to do this.
And let's also be quite. These waters, there's some sharks that swim in these waters, right?
Yes.
And these are waters that she is not familiar with. So
who can you trust?
Exactly. Who can she trust? Who can she give this stuff to that is going to protect her, right?
Because I mean, if she's already worried about like what the community will think about her, like just from maybe saying some bad things or something, I can get where she's coming from, right?
Yeah,
sure.
No, that's what I'm saying is everything from Babs, like, and again, like I don't know. Maybe at this point this is my bias because I don't really love the way that Edwin's been treating any of this, and like the evidence against him is just like monumental. But like, I mean, everything that I see from Babs' perspective that is like a criticism that I have for her, I can justify it by just saying that she's not a content creator. Yep. She didn't really know what she was doing. She's young. She's dumb. She likes to drink. Who cares? You know, these are all like personal things to her. But like now that she's thrust into this, it's like, can we really be surprised that she wasn't the perfect optics player here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'll give her all of that. That's why I have been on her side, quote unquote. I don't think that there are sides. I think that's silly. But like, if I had to be on a side, I guess I would choose Babs because it's like she just has the sauce. She's got the receipts and she's got like, it just makes sense. Like she seems like the victim here to me.
As someone who doesn't really have their own platform and I don't really deal in making videos or optics or anything, I think she did the complete right thing by just handing everything over and letting someone handle it who's much more equipped.
Yeah.
That's what she should have done, before. Yes. Yeah. But I agree.
But again, she didn't know who could she go to? Who could she trust, right? She didn't know where to go. So.
And she's been building it up.
Like, she might not have known that's what
so.
she was supposed to do before then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe.
So.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
I think at this point in time, we have to we have to wait. We have to see what ICO does, because evidently ICO has a lot. I bet you it's safe to say Babs probably even sent her these quote vlog clips or whatever it was that he recorded on Babs's phone that he was clamoring about, because he really wanted that, because he said that proves his point. Well, what's in these videos? Is this going to be one of these deals where he was going to clip things and to help spin his narrative, right? It's all about spin, and what's, what narratives are going to come out. So I think we sit back, we watch.
This is uncharted territory.
I personally hope that Edwin keeps talking about me more. I love it when he talks about
me too, right?
Yes. Keep chomping.
Yeah, but like this is uncharted territory in the sense that I don't think we've ever seen an ongoing beef go for this long. And now it's like, because it's like where the exposed video, well, no. What I mean is like this, where it's like, okay, the like Edwin has been saying that he's going to put out a video and hasn't yet, right? Has not made a video about this, really going into it. Has made some streams that are cope fests and whatever. And now, after all of that, now there is actually something behind it that Aiko is going to come into the play now, after everything, and start to make a video. Normally, I would say for a content creator, you need to call a lid. You need to shut it down, and you need to sit there and you need to wait for whatever's coming out so that you can try to make your counterplay. But I don't know if that's the right thing to do for Edwin at this point, because he's fucked himself so royally.
To your point, I will say this. You're right. I've never seen anything like this going on this long between somebody like Edwin's size as far as a creator and someone who's basically, we'll say, a non-creator or a small creator. Well, I'll put it that way. I'll even put Babs. I'll be a little bit gracious to Edwin and say small creator, right? A small presence on the internet, right? I've never seen anything go this far. Now you go back and you look, okay, Keemstar and Ethan, right? They still duke it. They still battle it out. They still, okay.
Yeah.
But that's two titans. That's like King Kong versus Godzilla. That's
normal content stuff.
That's normal stuff, right? But to this, where you have such a massive creator going against, it's truly a David versus Goliath type scenario.
It's a private individual.
Yeah. It's so Darcy says, Riv and D-Max, there's a lot more people don't know about and other people behind the scenes know about it. And then this is just the tip of the iceberg.
I'll say this, Darcy, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And I think, you know, you don't talk about everything.
Exactly.
But
it's kind of, so
we'll see what happens with it.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. And I think on that note, I'm going to end it because I am so far way past. It's not even funny.
Good show though.
But this was yeah. Also, because we covered a lot of this, Edwin kind of consumed things. But let's go back to the original thing. Let's remember this. Milltown's Best, right? Super Dave over at Milltown's Best. Fair use video. False DMCA claimed by, what was this asshole's name again?
What the Hales?
Yeah, Jeremy Hales, right? Over literally I'm gonna be maybe 2 minutes of total video in a 19-minute video.
But Peepaw, that fucking old lady was coming right for him. You saw her. She was threatening.
She clubbed the hell out of him, didn't she? Freaking grandma.
Oh yeah.
Grandma ushering grandson out of the kitchen while she makes cookies. Shoe gap.
She like what? She like whacked him like he was in Halo, and then fucking teabagged him. Like what the hell?
Anyway, and he got upset about that. So, I essentially used there was one other little clip that he used, which was like a 3 or 4 minute, or not 3 or 4 minute, 3 or 4 second little clip of inside of a town hall meeting or some shit. That was like, whatever. It's not, so I'm like, so come on, dude, let's go.
I mean, 19 video and then having like seconds and minute clips filtered in. There's no question. No question that that's like.
No,
I saw the video. I ended up watching that video.
Did
that,
you? Yeah,
that Milltown. I did. It is fair use. It is 100% fair use. And I will 100%. Even say too, Milltown, since I know you'll watch this, keep going on that editing gig you're on. Like that whole little like visual thing with your face and everything in there. That's awesome. That looks great. Like unironically, you're the development of your channel is really coming through, and I'm happy for you.
Yes. Like I say, Milltown's doing some good things over there. He really is. He's finding his pace. He's coming into it. He and I had a little bit of a rocky start, but I think
some wires are crossed. Really,
wires got a little cross there. But check out Milltown. Check him out. Milltown's Best, and give him some support. He just crossed the 500 sub threshold over there, so he's on his way. Hopefully not too much longer. He'll be up there, be monetized and doing really good things. So
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
I got to get out of here. I've got to get to work. But listen, I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me today. Thanks, Puma, for bringing that everything. That whole everything. Holy crap.
I guess Xylie's right. There's shooters everywhere.
Exactly. Drew's sharing. How you doing, bud? I ain't talked to him in forever. I miss hanging out with Drew. Check out Drew's sharing too. He makes some awesome dude is just phenomenal on a skateboard, and he does really good reviews of THC products and things.
Cannabinoids.
And he's easy on the eye, girls. He's easy on the eyes. He is a pretty boy. Oh, his PC's been broken. Just got it fixed. Well, cool beans. You'll be back in the stream as soon as possible. Cool deal, Drew. Awesome. But anyway, guys, I've got to get to work. Listen, thanks, Max. Thanks, Seth and Mitch for calling in. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the donations and support today. You guys are awesome. Remember, guys.
Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah, everybody have a great day. Yeah. Remember, guys, keep your powder dry and look for me in the funny papers.